Today's project is making stone wine stoppers, or I should say wine stoppers decorated with stone. Hey, there I am. Hi. I decided to use this pudding stone for my first one that I'm going to make. And the reason I chose this particular pudding stone is because I've actually had these stoppers for a long time. My friend Chuck gave them to me, and I tried to make some cabs for them a long time ago, and I just wasn't super happy with the shine on them. I have made 3 of them and then gave up. And they might look fairly shiny to you right now, but I think I can do better. At the time I had an old cab machine and the wheels were not as good as the ones that I have now, and I think I can get a much better shine. So anyhow, this slab is from the same rock that this cab came from. You can see that kind of brownish color matrix in there that's kind of unusual for a pudding stone. So I'm going to take one right out of that area. Thought about doing the back because it's got this really big piece of jasper back there that's beautiful. But this one has 2 little pieces here, and that's the same piece right there that's peeking through. So as I start to grind away, more of that's going to show up. So I think I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to put it right in that area there. And I'm also going to make one out of a Petoskey stone. This doesn't look very good until you get it wet. So that's a pretty nice Petoskey stone. It's just barely big enough to get one out of there, but I think I can squeeze it in. And I'm going to put that on the back of this Cladophora one. So it'll be a 2-sided stopper with different fossil on both sides. I think that'll look pretty cool. And I don't have this piece of Unakite anymore that this came from. So on the back of that, doesn't really match, but I'm going to try to use this rock. I don't know what this is, but I've liked this rock a lot. I tried tumbling it, tried making some crosses out of it, and it doesn't tumble great, but I think it'll do better on the cab machine. So I'm going to find out. So that'll give me 3 stoppers. So the first thing I need to do is cut this flat across the bottom here so that I can lay this down like that. But I can't do it up there right now. So I'll cut it flat across there. I'll do the same thing with my other rocks I'm going to use, and then I can trace this out and start cutting it out. I have them roughly cut out in the saw, so I'll finish up the shaping here. This one I marked on the back because I actually like this side better, but there was this big chip in here, so it's hard to trace along there. So just did it back here, and then when I dome that, that little chip won't show because I'm going to be doing that all the way around anyhow. So I'm getting close to the line now. At this point I want to keep checking this to make sure I don't go too small. Got quite a bit to go yet, but I'm going to check on a regular basis from here on out. Alright, these are ready to be domed now. I got the dop sticks on them. The other one's still heating up to get its dop sticks, so I'm going to dome them now. I've got everything polished up. It all turned out really nicely. There's the Petoskey stone. This is the rock that I don't know what it's called, but I sure do like it. The difference between how it looked when it was slabbed to now. And then this one is the only one we can really compare because it's the same kind of rock, but quite a different polish between my old machine and the new machine. So next thing I need to do is take these 3 back to the cab machine and see if I can get a better polish on them. I hope to just do the last wheel, which is a 3000 wheel. But if that doesn't do a good enough job, I'll have to move back one more wheel and start there. Got these polished up a little better than they were before. It's definitely got a better shine. This one's also shinier. Not sure if this one got much shinier, but it still looks pretty good. So next up is we need to glue these onto this thing, and this is all shiny. This isn't shiny, but it's pretty smooth, so I'm going to rough everything up with a Dremel first. So what I'm going to do is just take this and scratch it up. I'll do that there. I'll do it more than that, and the same thing back here. And that will give it the glue a place to hold on, and I'm going to be using epoxy. I'm not going to show you that part because all I'll be doing is spreading glue on and sticking it together. I'm only going to do one side at a time. I'm going to get this all glued up. I'm not sure if I'll have to clamp it or not. If I hold it level enough, it'll probably stay on there, and I'll check it once in a while and make sure it's not sliding. And if it is, I'll just put a little clamp on it and take care of it that way. So I'll do one side today, and then tomorrow when the glue's dried up really nicely, I'll flip it over and do the other side. I got them all done. The gluing went well. So now I guess I need to take up wine drinking. Not really a big fan of wine. More of a beer guy, but I can't imagine putting a cork in it and putting it back in the fridge. So which one do you like the best? And another question, do you like it the same on both sides? Or do you like a different rock on both sides? I like different rocks. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.